Hey everybody, so I was just sitting here, and I was listening to. I need to. I'm looking like what is these? What is these? I so many jackets. I just take them off and keep them in the car. But I need to take them in the house. But that's neither here nor there. But let's jump right into it. I just was looking at this video with Kendra G, and she she has a talk show if you don't know, and she like hooks people up or like talks with singles and see what they want. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm sorry, y'all, my lips are so dry. I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, cool. But the title was like, he's not gay no more, all this stuff. But oh my god, what's he talking about? Because I do feel like a lot of people are coming to God, coming to Jesus moments, and really coming into themselves. And when he said like how old he was, which is 34, and that makes sense. I would say with me around that time, probably a little bit earlier than that, I really was like, this something got to change. I got to figure out why I came here, not just be here. Like I'm talking about like life. I got to figure out what I'm doing in life. Like even though I've had some accomplishments, even though the things I thought I wanted is like they cool, but it's not fulfilling me like at a soul level, if that makes sense. So around that age, I definitely before that I definitely was locked in, but 33 for sure, I was all in. Like I'm still on the spiritual journey because we all are. Life is that, but like I was super locked in, and and still is. It's just I now learn like it. I don't have to rush it. Like it's just be cool and just let it flow, you know. But anyway, so going back to him, so he was talking like he's not gay and things like that, and I'm not coming on here to bash him or judge him or say anything, um, malicious about the young man. I think that his journey is beautiful. I think that just a little synopsis of his situation, he has stopped actually practicing, homosexuality for some years, and he's been by himself, but he has only been like with one man and all like so him wanting to be with the woman now and denounce homosexuality because he now feels as if the light just changed, as if getting into heaven and getting more in tune with God and Jesus and all that. He's more so finding himself, and that's what my initial, I guess, point was when I was saying like locking in, figuring out who you are, and certain things that you thought you wanted weren't really aligned with you. Like they probably were at that time, because I also learned that everybody's different. So everybody doesn't have just one purpose. You know what I'm saying? And mission in life. Some people have multiple purposes and missions at certain times in their life. I'm one of those people, which makes it a lot more confusing. I'm just saying. I feel that way because it's like, huh? But at the same time, it makes sense for me because I'm a very spontaneous person. I'm a very like hold on, y'all. I'm trying to think what I do with my microphone. It might be down there. But anyway, so I'm a very spontaneous person. I'm a very like, let's just say I know I've been here before. So a lot of stuff has been very mundane for me. Like even the same routines of, oh, get up, brush your teeth, get up and go this way, go to work, go to make a left, make right. Like so that drives me nuts, like absolutely nuts. I learned that even in my 20s, and I'm like, why do I feel that way? But it's because I've been here before, and also my personality, and just who I am as a soul. So I came into this space knowing like I'm going to be multiple things for multiple people and vice versa, and I'm going to have multiple missions in this life. And when I did lock in at 33, it was just like, okay, so wait, what is my mission? And it was just like, well, no, you really don't have one. It's just like, all right, so you know what they say, turn the cameras off. I don't want to do it no more. Because it was just like, wait, what? But anyway, but back to the bed and like him finding himself and stuff like that. So he said he found an older woman who's like twice his age, and she is pregnant right now. So she's in her 60s pregnant. He's in his 30s, and I think that he was saying like they haven't gotten intimate right now and things like that. Mind you, this woman has never been with a man, and she has gotten pregnant through insemination. So I'm just giving some background, like, to wrap it up. But one thing that he said was really like alarmed me a little bit. I don't know what is this sound they got going on over here. That alarmed me a little bit. That kind of was like, check yourself. And what I love about me as of now, like the person I am now, he was saying like, a lot of women, and this is, I'm paraphrasing, but some of the stuff is word for word. He was saying a lot of women aren't intercourse worthy, because he's like, they was like, have you ever had intercourse with other women, before this or during it? He's like, no. And he's like, well, a lot of women aren't intercourse worthy because they're out here selling their bodies, they're out here with multiple baby fathers, they're out here, basically men don't want damaged goods. And some of these women out here, they not working it out with the father of their children. And I was like, hold on. Basically they single mothers and stuff, and they don't want to work it out with them. And I was just like, got a little offended for like 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds. And I was like, ooh, what? And I was like, oh, why am I? Hold on, well, you ain't really offended. You don't really care. And then it's like, okay, wait. Nails that made me feel like, okay, so why did I feel that way just right then and there, right? So it was just like, okay, because you are a single mother, because you and your baby father did have differences, but I get what he's saying, and I had to respect his point of view because, number one, he is a man, so whether he's on whatever side of the fence of the pond, he still is a man. So looking at his viewpoint of that, like, men really feel that way, because that's not the first time I've heard it. I've actually heard it multiple times across the board amongst a lot of people. And it was just like, okay, that's good. But at this, that's real spiel. That's reality of the situation. But it also made me feel like, dang, like, what about women that are single mothers? Now I get what he's saying, because there are women out here just having babies and just like, oh, whatever, I'm gonna take care of my kid, whatever, you know what I'm saying, like, my kid gonna be all right. Like, but you put yourself in certain situations and you didn't learn from it. You keep making the same decisions. Man, that's a whole nother thing that I'm learning, even in like my family, with the women in my family, because I'd be like, huh? Like, what are y'all? Anyway, so I'm like, okay, this is okay. So I'm like, okay, so this is interesting in one space, but at the same time, it's just like, like it's just like, it's kind of cringy, because men feel that way. But it's like some women, I would say, like in my instance, with me and my child's father, we separated because of, I can't even say it's infidelity, because it went past it. Like, I'm gonna just be honest and open, because that's what we do here. We're mending kin, so we're healing. Okay, I am healed from the situation. Just to be clear, he had another baby, and that was a non-negotiable for me, and I just felt like, um, it just wasn't gonna work for me. But also, I didn't want my daughter to accept certain things like that in her life, growing up. And I've seen and have experienced women in my family, or even men in my family, go through certain things like that, or my friends, and I can't deal with it. I know what I'm able to, handle and put on me, but also, that's just not something for me, you know. So him saying like, "Oh, you didn't work it out," I'm sorry, that was something I couldn't work out. And it made me really think about, like, women that are in domestic violence situations with their baby's father, husband, whatever. And it's just like, it's so sad that all of those women still get grouped in the category of a single mother that didn't work out, that didn't work it out with the child's father, that didn't, what I'm saying, stick around, and or was able to create a solid family, you know. And it's so sad that, as a women, we get all of the brunt put on us. And not to say that us women don't be doing stuff. I ain't even gonna sit here and hold it. But at the same time, it's like, it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes What if it was some minuscule, is it minuscule, skill, whatever, small, uh, that she did and he didn't want to work it out. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's like, either way, you still get seen as that single mother that I guess can't keep your man, can't keep a man. And sometimes I think that when looking through those lenses of people like, damn, like this is how people really think. Majority of them think this is this is what they think. Just period. And when you say, you know, I am a mother and I am not with my child's father, you get judged off that. It's half the time that they don't care what happened, you know, and it's just like it just it's cringy sometimes, you know, because but I do understand it because sometimes it is just simple as that. It's probably was something y'all could have worked out, and some people aren't mature enough to do it. Some of y'all shouldn't even been messing with him or her and had a baby out the situation. It's just simple. Like some people need to pick better, you know, whatever. But either way, I just wanted to come out and just say, like, damn, that's so crazy and it's sad. It's very sad. Or this is another thing that just came to my mind. How people would judge you if you are a woman and say like the father has the kids. If you don't have those kids, or say like you don't have full custody of those kids, or they're not in your possession most of the time, or even half the time, you're a bad parent. It's just like, wait, what? And it's like, what if y'all agree to that? Or what if, you know, something happened in your life? What if you're going through something? It's just like, you just judge, period. It's like, oh, yeah, I got kids. It's like, man, where your kids at? They not in your home? Horrible person. Horrible parent. Like, it's just like, people just judge so much. And it's just like sad. And I know that that's one of my greatest assets. It's like, I'm able to put myself in other people's shoes. But it's just like, it saddens me to see us as a human race continue to judge each other, continue to not understand that we all going through this life together, continue to understand that everybody's walk of life and lessons are them the same, but probably different in this lifetime. You feel what I'm saying? But we're all going towards the same thing, you know, enlightenment, to be better, to evolve in a better way, to evolve into our God self, to get back to our true nature, you know. And it's just like, how do we judge someone else's lesson? How do we grade someone else's lessons? That's not for us to do. You know, and then like, yeah, certain things might look a certain way or might play out a certain way, but you don't know how it will end. You don't know what grade they will get. And even so, like, you know they get to do that again, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they don't, like, it's not for us to figure out. Are they gonna get it? Are they not gonna get it? You know, but at the same time, child, the ghetto. Sorry, I thought my thing was gonna come out. I'm sitting at the park, because I'm gonna get out and do some grounding. But y'all, it's just this world really has like taken a toll on me in ways more so like just being more aware of number one self, but in others like. But it doesn't make me upset. It's just like we just need to do better. You know, we need to do better because so many of us want grace but won't extend it. I think that should be the title. You want grace but won't extend it, but won't extend grace to others. I swear, y'all, like, you know, it really bothered me. Like, I swear, nobody went around me. It was cool. And then, as soon as I started making the video, everybody started parking next to me, all types of stuff. Like, I parked all the way back here for a reason. But anyway, neither that. Here nor that. Other than that, y'all, I just feel like I said, that grace thing really needs to be coming into me, because I feel like that's why a lot of people are going through what they're going through. A lot of people are feeling like they're alone because grace is not being extended to them. Like, how can you go speak to somebody or talk to somebody and it's just like you feel like you're being judged or you are being judged, and it's just to a point where it's like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna just talk this out. I hope people talk it out with God, because that's what I do. Because now it's just like, And I'm really coming to a point where I really don't care who knows what. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm just not going to tell everybody anything. Maybe I'm still working through some trust issues. But to be honest, I really don't care. But somebody did bring up the book, was it Your Life, Your Game by King Zeno or something like that? I think I'm gonna get that book because it's I read the synopsis and they had told me about it, but it's about basically your life, your game, and how your your divine path and God's will for you is in how to stay in alignment with that and understand it. You know what I'm saying? So people gotta understand. That's what I say. Like, we really need to get into tune and back to ourselves, because I genuinely feel and know that this world, a lot of times, if your people that are raising you are not in tune, are not aligned, you're not going to be in line. A lot of times these people, even these schools, are not cultivating these kids creativity. They are not looking for what their gifts are. They're, you know what I'm saying, like they're not pouring into them, whether it's at school, at home, able to go like to Boys and Girls Club or different clubs and things like that, or camps, to really pour into them, really for them to understand, okay, this is what I'm good at, this is not what I'm good at, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And it's so sad, even more so, that art art programs, music, sports, like even in my daughter's school, like I'm like, where are the sports and stuff y'all supposed to play? Barely there. um just different things to cultivate them into understanding who they are, why they are, and just really pouring into them, to even more so to a point that schools are just shutting down altogether. So it's really coming to a point of, damn, like, when are we going to pour into this next generation? And like, I don't just want people stuck in the house. I don't want, people just on these tablets and things like that. Because we need to get out. We need to figure out who we are from birth. That's how I feel like, if our journey started from birth, like it did, but you know what I mean, like, really, like, okay, no, what are you? Figure out what you like. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And I talk to my daughter like that. Like, your only job here is to figure out who you are, what you're good at, and what you can offer the collective and as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And everything else, it just is what it is. I don't care about no grades, all this stuff like that. Yes, I want her to get grades. Yes, I want her to pay attention. But that, I'm gonna be honest, like, me telling my daughter just focus on this or that, she has gotten way better grades than she has ever gotten. Because I need her to just focus on who she is. As long as she's focusing on the right things, everything else will come into alignment. And that's what I learned at my ripe age. That 3 decades plus in, that's really all you need to focus on. Who are you? What do you love? What are you passionate about? What can you do to help the collective and bring it forth? Everything else will always take care of itself. Always. That is just simple. It's simple. And every time I didn't think about, oh, am I gonna make this and make that, and just like focus on, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to put myself in wholeheartedly and I'm going to focus on this. Everything always worked itself out. I've always been prosperous. I've always been abundant. I never lacked anything that I ever needed or wanted. For real, for real. So I just want y'all to understand, please, 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 please extend grace. Really try to listen to people. It really try to extend that grace, because you got to understand, you've been given grace plenty of times before. So don't forget to give it. Okay. Love and light. Y'all have an amazing every day.